Hare Krishna. Hello friends, how are you all doing? I hope you all are doing well. This is Ritendra, I am preacher of Shrimad Bhagavad Gita, and today I am going to talk about self-confidence, how to build a self-confidence and how to get self-realized and how to work, how to execute our prescribed duty and how to accomplish the work. I am going to talk on the basis of Shrimad Bhagavad Gita and what does Lord Krishna say in Shrimad Bhagavad Gita about building of self-confidence, about getting self-realization. But before I start my lecture, I would like to introduce Shrimad Bhagavad Gita. This is Shrimad Bhagavad Gita as it is written by Sri Bhakti Vedanta Srila Mahaprabhu from ISKCON temple. And I would have to say, Shrimad Bhagavad Gita is neither religious book nor spiritual book, but in true sense is pure book of the science and humanity, and I am trying to propagate a humanity on the basis of Shrimad Bhagavad Gita and trying to morally motivate to those people who are actually frustrated and attempted to commit suicide on the basis of Shrimad Bhagavad Gita. So let's get into how to build self-confidence. There are 5 ways to build a self-confidence. First, know yourself. First one is know yourself. Second one is follow your purpose in your life. Follow the purpose in your life. And third one is take action about niyatam kuru karma tvam karma jaya hi akarmana शरीर यत्र पीचते न परिषद्यते न तो कर्मण. Means here Krishna, Vasudeva, Yadav, Madhusudan, Mukunda, Murari, here Govind, Madhav, here Krishna stated, perform your prescribed duty. Working is better than not working, and no one can maintain his or her physical body without performing his duty. So नियतम कुरु कर्म त्वाम कर्म ज्याया ही अकर्मणः. शरीर यत्र पिचते न परिषद्यते न तु अकर्म. This is stated in verse number 8, chapter number 3, Karma Yoga, Shrimad Bhagavad Gita. So how to take action? First, know yourself. Second one is follow the purpose of your life. What is the objective? What is the purpose? What is the goal of your life? Then take action. First, know yourself. By knowing yourself, you can come to know about what kind of quality you are having and what kind of quality you must have to develop in order to perform the prescribed duty and perform to fulfill your objective, perform your goal. So, know yourself and then follow the purpose of your life. Means you must have to follow the purpose of life. Third one is take action. And fourth one is build experience. Means everything has happened as on the basis of the experience. Sometimes you will get fail, but it's not failure. You will get the experience out of your failure. So sometimes you must have to know about how to build a confidence, and means your failure will definitely make you learn about how to succeed in your life. Then meditation is also required. There is a 5 ways to build a self-confidence, and the first one is to know yourself. Second one is follow the purpose of your life, and third one is take action. Without taking action, nothing will happen. It's something like कर्मण्येवाधिकारस्ते मा फलेषु कदाचन मा कर्म फल हेतुर्भु मा ते संगोस्व कर्मणि. Means you have right to perform your prescribed duty. You have right to do your karma. You have right to do work, but you are not entitled to get any kind of expectation or result from your karma, and never get any kind of attachment with your karma. Just perform your prescribed duty for sake of doing it. So sake of executing your prescribed duty. This is what Lord Krishna stated. So one by one we will go through, and we can understand how to build a self-confidence. So first one, I would have to say something about self-confidence. Self-confidence is a fundamental quality to living an effective, empowered and also fulfilling life. Self-confidence is a fundamental quality. It's a primary quality. It's a fundamental quality to living an effective, empowered and also fulfilling life. Being conscious of and also reliant upon your own power. Just try to know who you are and what you can do, and in order to fulfill your objective, in order to fulfill the goal of your life, what kind of quality you have to inculcate or develop. So you just have to understand what kind of knowledge you must have to gain in order to fulfill the particular prescribed duty, particular objective of your life. So first one is here Krishna stated, know your true self, self realized. So in a Krishna first teaching to Arjuna, he explained that material world you perceive with your five senses is not true. Whatever you perceive, whatever you are seeing, whatever you are doing, and what other people are doing, means your material relation, these all things are worthless. It's not true. The true thing is to identify yourself. You are not body, you are only soul, and your soul is directly connected with the super soul. So unless you are not able to understand you are not body, and if you believe all the relation is only and only with a body, then your body is too much important. Yeah, our body is also important, but in order to get self realization of our soul, and in order means the progression and also regression of our soul, it can only be done, it can only be happen if the soul is situated with the body. Without situated with the body, the soul will never get self realized. So Krishna reminded to Arjuna, the impermanent has no reality, and reality lies in the eternal. The reality lies in the eternal, and those who have seen the boundary between these two have attained the end of all the knowledge. That particular person is known as a self-realized, and realize that which prevent the universe is indestructible. No power can affect this unchanging. No power can affect this unchanging, imperishable reality. The body is a mortal, but soul is immortal. But he who dwell in the body is immortal and immeasurable, and therefore Arjuna fight in this battle. So this is stated in verse number 16 to 18. So let's get into verse number 16 to 18 of chapter 2 of Shrimad Bhagavad Gita. Here Krishna stated how to get self-realized, how to know about yourself. Here Krishna stated, Nasato vidhate bhavo na bhavo vidhate satah. Nasato vidhate. Here Krishna stated to knowing about yourself, how to know about yourself, how to get self-realized. Here Krishna stated, Nasato vidhate bhavo na bhavo vidhate satah. Bhavo na bhavo vidhate satah. Ubayoropi दृष्टो न तसत अनियाते तत्व दृश्यपि. Here Krishna stated those who are seer of the truth, who are seer of the truth have concluded that the non-existence of the material body, and there is a no endurance and also of the eternal soul, and there is a no change, and this they have concluded by the studying of the nature of both. By studying of the nature of the soul and the body, we can conclude that our body is mortal and our soul is immortal, and the immortal soul is directly connected with the Supreme Personality Godhead, Super Soul, Madhav Madhusudan Krishna. Krishna is situated in our heart. Whatever we execute, whatever duty we are executing, whatever duty we are performing, this only and only because of Lord Krishna. Whenever the personal interest is associated with our duty, with our soul, with our mind, then Lord Krishna, we would be deviated from the path of whatever Lord Krishna instructed to all of us. Lord Krishna further stated, Avinasi tu, Avinasi, you are indestructible, Avinasi tu, Tadi titana, Ena sarvamida tatamaha, Vinasa avyam avasyasya, Na kasitam karatam aharti, Na kasitam. Listen it very carefully, Na kasitam karutam aharti. Here Vasudev, here Madhusudan, here Mukunda, here Murari stated, Kasitam karatam aharti. Here Krishna stated that which prevailed the entire body, you should know to be indestructible. Your entire body which you have pervaded, this entire body is indestructible. No one is able to destroy the imperishable soul. No one can destroy. Listen it very carefully. No one can destroy the one who is dwelling in the body. That is called soul. The soul is some kind of energy conversion from the one body to the another body. This is called transmigration. वासांसि जीर्णा यथा विहाय नवानि करन्ति नरोपराणि तथा शरीराणि विहाय जीर्णाय अन्यानि सयाति नवानि देहि. Here Krishna stated as we are actually giving up old and useless garment and get into new garment, as similarly soul is giving up old and useless body and get into the new body. This is called transmigration of the soul. Lord Krishna further stated, अंतवंत इमे देह नित्य स्तोक्ता शरीरमी अनाशिशिनो प्रमेयस्य तस्माद ध्रुवस्य स भारतः. Here Krishna stated the material body of indestructible, immeasurable and also eternal living entity is sure to come to an end. उनका नाश हो जाएगा, हमारा शरीर का नाश हो जाएगा, पर हमारी आत्मा अमर है, हमारी आत्मा का कभी नाश नहीं होगा. Here stated, Lord Krishna said, the material body of indestructible, immeasurable and also eternal living entity is sure to come to an end. Therefore fight, O descendant of Bharata. So you must have to fight, Arjuna. You must have to understand it's only your duty for sake of fighting, in order to teaching, in order to make people learn, in order to set an example towards the society, you must have to perform your prescribed duty. Lord Krishna further stated, na jayate mritva kadachinaha, na bhrutva bhavitva na bhayaha, ajo nitya sasvato yam punano, na hanyate hanyaman sarira, na hanyate hanyaman sariraha. Here Krishna stated for the soul, there is neither birth nor death at any time. For the soul, there is neither birth nor death at any time. He has not come into being and doesn't come into being. He has not come into being and doesn't come into being and will not come into being. He is unborn. The soul is unborn and eternal, ever existing, everlasting, primeval. And he is not slain when the body is slain. न हन्यते हन्यमान शरीरः. शरीर का नाश किया जा सकता है पार्थ, पर हमारी आत्मा का नाश नहीं किया जा सकता है. This is what Lord Krishna stated. This is how we can get to know about our body and also our soul. And whenever we got self-realized, at that time we know our good quality as well as the bad quality, whatever we are having, what kind of quality we are having and what kind of quality we are lacking. So we have to understand, means we can get to know about self-realization from the medium of the self-realization. Second one, follow your purpose in your life. Follow your purpose, whatever goal you have decided, whatever goal you have set, whatever objective you have set in your life, you must have to follow in any circumstances. Whatever circumstances, situation come across to you, you don't have to deviate from your path. You don't have to. However, 1,000 failure would be there, however 1,000 success would be there, but you don't have to deviate from your path. The Krishna stated, Vasudev, Madhusudan, Mukunda, Murari, Kesava, Govind, Janardana. Here Krishna stated, the person who is not deviated from his path from one failure, listen it very carefully, the person who is not deviated from his path from one failure, the person who is not considered himself as a paramount from the one success, means if he got a one success, and the person who is equiposed in all the conditions, whether there is success or failure, whether there is a happiness or distress, whether there is a auspicious or inauspicious things, and whether there is a fame as well as a infame, in all conditions the person who is equiposed, that particular person is known as a karma yogi, and karma yogi will get a success in his life again and again. Karma yogi will get a success in his life again and again. So Krishna then goes to the remind Arjuna that follow his dharma, follow your prescribed duty. However, you are able to perform other prescribed duty very betterly, but you are unable to perform your prescribed duty not well. You are unable to perform your prescribed duty very well in good manner. Then even then, you must have to adhere with your prescribed duty. You must have to adhere with your dharma. Dharma means follow your prescribed duty. and however you are able to perform prescribed duty of others, even then you don't have to perform the prescribed duty of other. Follow only and only your prescribed duty rather than to follow or perform prescribed duty of other. Lord Krishna further stated in verse number 31st and 33, here Krishna stated how to perform your prescribed duty, how to follow the purpose of your life. Here Krishna stated, Sarva dharma api chaveksham na vikam pritam aharsihi dharmadayadi yudasva cherah natah satriya na vidate satriya dharma. You have to perform your prescribed duty. Here considering your specific duty as a Satriya, you should know that there is no better engagement for you than fighting on a religious principle. There is no better engagement for you than fighting on the basis of the religious principle. So there is no need for hesitation. Whenever you are performing prescribed duty, whenever you never deviate from your path. Whatever you have decided, just follow your path. And after this, means whenever you get self-realization, whatever lacking and whatever good quality you are having, if you understand, means then you will surely work on the whatever qualities are lacking. So at that time, means on the basis of the self-realization, you will definitely come to know. And second one is follow your path. Whatever circumstances, situation will come across to you, you don't have to deviate from your path. Means Lord Krishna further stated here, Yadasasya chopanam swargadvaram avrutam sukhina satriya parthah labante yudam idrasam. Here Krishna stated, O Parth, O Pruthaputra, O Kante, O Arjun, happy are the Satriya to whom such a fighting opportunity come unsought and opening for them the door of the heavenly planet. If you perform your prescribed duty, if you adhere with your duty in all the conditions, if you adhere with your path in all the circumstances, however the circumstances would be very adhere, even then, if you perform your prescribed duty, even means you will surely get a heavenly planet. So we all have a right to perform our prescribed duty rather than to get attached and get involved in our prescribed duty. For sake of performing a prescribed duty, we have to perform. There are two kinds of karma, sakam karma and niskam karma. Sakam karma is considered only those karma with which there is expectation, desire, and everything has been attached. Is something like dhyato vishyana punsah sanga setu pajayate sangat sanjayate kamah kamat krodho bhinjayate क्रोधात भवति सम्मोह सम्मोहात स्मृति विभ्रमः स्मृति हिंसात बुद्धि नाशात प्रणश्यति। कि फल की आशा से कामना प्रकट होती है और कामना का स्वभाव है असंतोषी। असंतोष के कारण क्रोध जन्म लेता है, क्रोध के कारण मोह जन्म लेता है, मोह के कारण व्यक्ति आचार और व्यवहार का ज्ञान ही भूल जाता है, ज्ञान के चले जाने से बुद्धि चली जाती है, अनुचित प्रकार के कार्य होने लगते हैं और अंत में ऐसा व्यक्ति का पूर्ण रूप से पतन हो जाता है। सो एवरीथिंग हैज हैपन बिकॉज ऑफ द डिजायर, आवर एक्सपेक्टेशन एंड आवर डिजायर which make all of us fall into this material pool and material bondage. So we don't have to keep any expectation, just perform your prescribed duty, set your goal, set your path and adhere with your path. This is what Lord Krishna stated. Then third one is take a action. And when comes to next is all about the take a action. Krishna remind Arjuna that he is in this world to take action. Self-doubt, self-worry and also anxiety are the result not to perform our actions. Self-doubt, self-anxiety and also self-worry. These all things are main factors which affect to not perform our prescribed duty. Means in order to perform our prescribed duty, then you don't have to worry about the future. Whether you will get a success or failure doesn't matter. You must have to be neutral, something like free from your desire. Means how this self-doubt, self-worry and also anxiety will come across because of your desire. You are having a desire to get a success. But if you get a fail, then you are having a worrying about the failure. So just leave all such a thing. Be neutral. Whether you will get a success or failure doesn't matter for you. Only you have right to perform your prescribed duty. For sake of performing, you just have to perform your prescribed duty. So whenever you start to perform Niskam karma is only considered to those karma with which there is a no expectation, there is a no desires are associated. The karma with no expectation, there is a no desire. Only this kind of karma is known as a Niskam karma. This is what Lord Krishna stated. Verse number 47-48 here Krishna stated. In 47, Lord Krishna stated, this is most famous verse of Shrimad Bhagavad Gita. Karmanyevadhikaraste ma phalesu kadachana ma karma phal heturabhu ma te sangosva karmani. You have right to perform your prescribed duty. Krishna Vasudev, here Krishna stated, you have right to perform your prescribed duty, but you are not entitled to the fruit of the action. You are not entitled to the fruit of the action. Never consider yourself as the cause of the result of your activities, as the cause of the result of your activities, and never be attached to not performing your prescribed duty. Never be attached to not perform your prescribed duty. This is what Krishna stated. Krishna further stated, verse number 48, chapter number 2. Here Krishna said, Yogastha kuru karmani sangam tyakta dhananjaya siddhya siddhyo samabhutva samatvam yoga uchyate. Siddhya siddhyo samabhutva samatvam yoga uchyate. Here Krishna stated, Yogastha kuru karmani sangam tyakta dhananjaya. Yogastha kuru karmani sangam tyakta dhananjaya siddhya siddhyo samabhutva samatvam yoga uchyate. Samatvam yoga uchyate. Hey Krishna said, perform your prescribed duty. Perform your prescribed duty equiposing all the conditions, abandoning all the attachment to success or failure. Abandoning all the attachment or give up all the attachment to get a success or failure. And such a equanimity of mind, your neutral mind, the equanimity of mind is called yoga. And whenever you are in a yoga practices, whenever you are in a sthita pragya, the stage of steady mind, whether there is a success or failure doesn't matter for you. So this is all about how to take action. Lord Krishna further stated about build a experience. This is a first stage to get a self-confidence, to develop a self-confidence, to build a self-confidence. This stage is build experience. When you take actions, you build a surplus of experience. When you take action without taking actions, you will never get any kind of experience. So when you take action, you build up a surplus of experience, and your skill grow, and you become a more capable. And you develop the know how to understanding, means how you develop to know how, and also understanding to navigate your activities with a skill and also ease of doing. Here Arjuna, now listen to principle of yoga. By practicing of this, you can break through the bond of karma. You can break the bond of the karma. On this path, effort never goes waste. Either you will learn or you will get experience, but you will never get a fail. You will never get a failure. Either you will learn or you will get a success, or you will get the experience, but you will never get fail. Verse number 39, chapter 39 and 40, chapter number 2. Here Krishna said, Here Krishna said in verse number 38, Sukha dukhe samay kritva labha labho jaya jayo tato yodhai ujasva nevam papam avap sachi. जो इंसान सुख दुख में एक समान रहता है, लाभ हानि जय पराजय के विचार करे बिना अपना कर्म करता है, ऐसा व्यक्ति कभी पाप का भागीदार नहीं बनता है। ऐसे व्यक्ति को इस जन्म में मैं संतोष देता हूँ और मृत्यु के बाद अपने अंतर में स्थान देता हूँ। दिस इज व्हाट लॉर्ड कृष्णा स्टेटेड। सुख दुखे समय कृत्वा लाभा लाभो जया जयो ततो योद्धाय उजस्व नेवम पापम अवाप्स्यसि। जो इंसान सुख दुख में एक समान रहता है, लाभ हानि जय पराजय के विचार करे बिना अपना कर्म करता है, ऐसा व्यक्ति कभी पाप का भागीदार नहीं बनता है। कृष्णा वासुदेव यादव फर्दर स्टेटेड ऐसा तेहम भी हिताह सांख्य बुद्धि योग तीवमा शृणु बुद्धिया युक्तो यथा पार्थ कर्म बंध प्रहस्यसि कर्म बंध प्रहस्यसि। ये कृष्णा स्टेट, thus far I have described this knowledge to you through the analytical study. Now listen, I am going to explain you the terms of working without productive result, working without productive result, working without any desire or any expectation. O son of Prutha, when you act in such a knowledge, you can free yourself from the bondage of the work. You can get free from the material bondage. This is what Lord Krishna said. Lord Krishna further said, नेहा विक्रम कर्मः नासोस्ति प्रत्यवायो न विद्यते है स्वलप्य म प्रशस्य धर्म त्रायते महतो भयातः। Krishna said, in this endeavor there is no loss or diminution, and a little advancement on this path can protect one from the most dangerous type of the fear. Means our fear. Why we are fearing? Because we are having a desire to get a success only, and we don't have a desire to get a failure. Nobody has a desire to get a failure in his life. Because of the desire, positive desire, because of the desire and expectations, we are having a fear. So, if you are able to make yourself free from the desire and expectation, then there is no fear of the failure. There is no attachment or no attraction toward the success. Whenever you are living both, whenever you are giving up both, whenever you are living both, the attraction of the success and also fear of the failure, at that time you will definitely get a success in your life. You will never fail. Listen very carefully. If you put your best effort, you will never fail. Either you will learn or you will get a success, or you will get an experience as well. So this is what you have to understand. So last one is meditation. How to meditate. Finally, Krishna teaches Arjuna the profound knowledge for tapping into the spiritual wisdom of yoga meditations. Through the practice of meditation, the voice of the doubt, indecision, or how to make a decision, and fear and worry, anxiety, these all things will be disappeared, ultimately fading away entirely. In the additional meditations allow you to have a direct experience of your soul, an infinite, immortal, and unbounded and pure spirit, stepping into the field, set you free from the need to seek the approval of others. We don't have to get approval from others. Just try to get approval from yourself only, and never compare yourself with others. At that time you are insulting yourself. So never, because you are having some ultimate qualities, you are having some unique quality, because Krishna has already given to you. You just have to identify, you just have to recognize, and after recognizing, put your best effort without keeping any expectation. Then you will surely get a success in your life. Verse number 56, 57, here Krishna stated. Here in verse number 56, Krishna said, Dukesu anuvigdha manah, sukesu vigataspu, vita raga bhaya krodha, sita dhir munir uchyate, dukesu anuvigdha manah, sukesu vigataspu, vita raga bhaya krodha, sita dhir munir uchyate. One who is not disturbed in the mind, even if amidst the threefold of the misery, चाहे कितना भी दुख हो, जिसका माइंड है, जिसका दिमाग है, वो फ्लक्चुएट ना होता हो, and there is happiness, the person who is not elated when there is happiness, and the person who is not deviated from his path, even if there is a threefold of the miseries, and who is free from the attachment. Listen it very carefully. Who is free from the attachment, fear and anger is called sage of steady mind. इसको स्थिर बुद्धि वाला इंसान कहा जाता है. दुखेषु अनुविग्ध मनः सुखेषु विगतस्पु वित राग भय क्रोधः वित राग भय क्रोधः स्थित धीर मुनिरुच्यते स्थित धीर मुनिरुच्यते. Krishna stated स्थित धीर मुनिरुच्यते, the sage of the steady mind. Here Krishna further stated, यह सर्वात्र न निभ्रेष्यत स प्राप्यः श्रुवा श्रुभम नाभि नन्दन्ति न दृष्टि तस्य प्रजा प्रतिष्ठितः तस्य प्रजा प्रतिष्ठितः. यह कृष्णा said, in the material world, one who is unaffected by whatever good or evil he may obtain. The particular person who is equiposed, whether good thing or evil thing he may obtain, neither praising it nor despising it. Listen it very carefully. Listen this word. Neither praising what if he got a good thing, then he must not have to praise, and if he got a evil thing, he must not have to despise. And firmly fixed in the perfect knowledge. This kind of person who is neither praising nor despising whatever good or bad or evil things he may obtain. The person who is equiposed in this particular condition, but the person who is performing as a neutral, the particular person is known as a fixed in the perfect knowledge. And the person who has made himself fixed in the perfect knowledge, that particular person would have a self-confidence, and by the tool of self-confidence, the particular person will definitely get a success in his life. Whatever work he started to execute, he will surely accomplish it, he will surely get a success in his work. And Lord Krishna further stated, ध्यायतो विषयान पुंस संगसेतु पजायते संगात संजायते कामाः कामात् क्रोधो भिञ्जायते क्रोधात् भवति सम्मोह सम्मोहात् स्मृति विभ्रमः स्मृति हिंसात् बुद्धिनाशो बुद्धिनाशात् प्रणश्यति. कि फल की आशा से कामनाएं प्रकट होती है, फल की आशा से, डिजायर से, एक्सपेक्टेशन से कामनाएं प्रकट होती है, और कामना का तो स्वभाव है असंतोष्टि. असंतोष के कारण क्रोध जन्म लेता है, क्रोध के कारण मोह जन्म लेता है, मोह के कारण व्यक्ति आचार और व्यवहार का ज्ञान ही भूल जाता है, ज्ञान के चले जाने से बुद्धि चली जाती है, अनुचित प्रकार के कार्य होने लगते हैं, और अंत में ऐसा व्यक्ति का पूर्ण रूप से पतन हो जाता है. सो वी डोंट हैव टू गेट एनी काइंड ऑफ अटैचमेंट एंड डिजायर एंड ऑल्सो एक्सपेक्टेशन. We must have to be neutral in order to make ourselves free from the cycle of the birth and death, free from the material bondage. In order to develop a self-confidence, we have to make ourselves free from the desire and focus on our goal. Lord Krishna further said in chapter number 12 and verse number 18, here Krishna says, यो न हर्षति न द्वेषति न शोषति न कंकासति शुभ अशुभ परित्यजति भक्त मामम चमी प्रिय नरः. ऐसा भक्त मुझे सबसे ज्यादा प्रिय है. यो न हर्षति, जो हर्षित ना होता हो, जो सुख को देखे अट्रैक्ट ना होता हो, और जो दुख को देखे विचलित ना होता हो, जो शुभ अशुभ और लाभ हानि जैसे परिबड़ों से दूर रहता हो, ऐसा भक्त मुझे सबसे ज्यादा प्रिय है. सो लेट्स ट्राई टू गेट वेरी डियरनेस from Lord Krishna. Lord Krishna, we must have to access our love and also pay the respect to Lord Krishna, because Lord Krishna is looking, Lord Krishna is observing our each and every activities. So how to develop a self-confidence? This is what I have stated. If you are having any doubt, any doubt or any questions, then please put a comment. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna. Radhe Radhe.